Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett is with us. Major, good morning.
Morning.
As Ed mentioned, Warren was suddenly the target in the center of everything last night. How did she handle being the front runner?
With poise, passion, and on Medicare for All evasion. She's made a tactical decision that she doesn't need to answer this tax question, that her supporters are going to stick with her and that she can ride this out.
Is that the right decision?
We will find out. Voters will tell us about this, but she had every opportunity last night to just say what Bernie Sanders had said. Keep the gap between them as narrow as possible. She didn't. She's tactically decided this is not going to make or break her campaign. She's going to stick with the approach she's had historically, which has been very successful. She has, without a doubt, run the most disciplined and effective campaign so far. She has not only taken over the progressive lane, she's become the most leading candidate in this, and you saw last night, when you're getting all the incoming, you know you're at the top of the heap.
This was Joe Biden's first debate since questions about his son's role in Ukraine. He's now kind of co-front runner. Did he respond to the criticisms of his son's behavior overseas effectively?
There was a simple question put to the former vice president last night. You put out a statement Sunday that no one in your family, if you are elected, can be on any boards. If it's not okay if you're president, why was it okay when you were vice president? He evaded that answer just as conspicuously, to my mind, as Elizabeth Warren evaded the question about taxes for Medicare for all. If he thinks this question is going to go away, it might be right for the primaries. Maybe Democrats are not going to harangue him on this. I know someone who will. The President of the United States.
That's right.
You better come up with an answer.
Yeah. Well, they have time to come up with an answer for sure. Bernie Sanders certainly didn't seem to evade anything. This was the first time we've seen him since his heart attack, and everybody was watching. People who are supporting him, can they walk away saying Bernie still got it? Seems
yes,
okay?
I think so. His performance last night was solid and recognizable in every sense. No hint at all that he had had this health scare. And I think it's interesting to note that these endorsements will try to reset the campaign, put some new energy and life into it in the sense that...
You got AOC's endorsement.
Yes, which is interesting because in 2016, he was not the candidate who sought or thought endorsements were important. Her name was Hillary Clinton, but now he's playing the endorsement game because he needs someone on the outside to say this campaign is still viable and has energy. That's an important reset.
What about the lower end of the candidate spectrum? Anyone stand out in?
So I've said before here that I think geographically positioned, Amy Klobuchar has the best opportunity to be that alternative in Iowa if Democratic voters are looking for an alternative. She used her time well last night, effective, aggressive, and also I think you got to look at Andrew Yang and Pete Buttigieg. Again, there were these deserts last night where you were not on camera for long stretches. This debate desert when you have 12 people even over 3 hours. But Pete Buttigieg and Andrew Yang, once they got the mics, used their time very effectively.
Going to need a wider angle on that stage. Major Garrett, thank you very much. We'll see if any of this moves the polls.
More spaying and neutering.